What's going on, peeps? And today we're gonna go over how this random British rapper named E.M.B.E.E was able to obtain a legitimate Gucci Mane feature. Technically. I say technically because the terms of how he got this are specific. This was a story that I found fascinating, but also worrying for the future of music if you're able to pull this off without consequences. So let's dive into this ridiculous story. First of all, E.M.B.E.E is not a popular rapper. Before these collaborations, he was averaging about 100 monthly listeners, mostly being held up by a song with an EXO Tour Life sample that comes up sometimes when you Shazam the original song. He's associated with a label I help run, Flex Entertainment, a mostly meme rap internet collective that produces some of the strangest music you'll hear. He originally had beef with the label, putting out several diss tracks and attempting to rival it with his own billion-dollar records. After getting destroyed in the beef, he made up with Flex and joined in 2022. Throughout that year, he made an effort to make a name for himself, putting out several projects, but the next moves the following year would change everything. E.M.B.E.E discovered a website known as Anno Domination, founded in London, a multi-platinum, award-winning music production company that provides free instrumental beats and paid beats, as well as a community-driven entertainment website providing resources for artists. They're part of the Anno Domini Beats music group, a music production and licensing business that distributes instrumentals from a team of international award-winning and multi-platinum selling producers to independent artists, labels, media outlets, brands, and spaces worldwide. It makes sense to assume that these producers and labels they are working for have some type of association with Gucci Mane and more. I say more, as if you look through their Facebook page, they're offering a feature from E.M.B.E.E, as well as 50 unreleased beats from these multi-platinum producers, all a part of the X Pack. Something feels sketchy about all of this. It has to be a scam. Somehow, it isn't. Anno Domini is connected with Beat Package, which offers a new way to collaborate with the top artists in the industry. You already know how much a big industry artist feature can do to your music career. You have seen it countless times, seemingly unknown artists just randomly appearing to take over the industry. But it wasn't so random after all. You see, by collabing with already established artists, you instantly position yourself to the top and skip all the frustrating and boring work, and you just reap of all the benefits. But there is a small issue though. It costs a fortune, or it would if you would do it the traditional way, but luckily for you, you don't need to do it, because we already paid for it. We already paid for over $70,000 in features from top industry artists, so you don't have to. And now we would like to give access to those features to you, so you can do it too. Position yourself to the top, skip all the frustrating and boring work, and see all your musical dreams come true. We would like to give you access to a new industry hack that almost nobody knows about. This hack is so powerful that it can single-handedly skyrocket your music career to new heights. It's something called non-exclusive features, which allows you to get a feature from a big industry artist without paying big industry prices. So inside of this West Coast Legends pack is 50 industry-ready beats from Legion Beats and Anno Domini with commercial rights. You get 50 of these, and they'd be like $27, with the value end up being $1,350. And then you also get like a King Crooked Artist feature, which would be $7,000 in value, a Corrupt Artist feature, which is like $10,000, an MC-ite artist feature, which should be $15,000 in value, and then an exhibit artist feature, which is like $40,000 in value. And you also get access to additional beats and artist features, upgrades, which would be $4,000, 5 premium hooks recorded by our award-winning songwriters. There's like 5 of them, so like $300 would be $1,500 in value right there. And then 1 additional free artist feature of your choice from our catalog. There's over like 25 to choose from, I guess. There'd be like a $3,500 value. All of this is a total value of $78,350. And all this you can get through this service for $197. But wait, you can get 50% off for $97. The only catch being there are no hidden fees or subscriptions or anything like that. But they do have their reasons for, making these available to you, as they want to see the opportunities and value they can bring you so that y'all can work together for years and just a long time. Their goal is basically to get you hooked now so they can do big things together with you for years. As expected, deals like this won't last for a lifetime. They have to limit downloads to preserve the exclusivity of the beats and artist features. They also have specific licensing agreements with the artists. They operate on a first come, first served basis. the offer will be gone forever once the timer reaches the 00 mark, or they just run out. If the page is still up, then the offer is available. Otherwise, it's gone forever. So yeah, you heard it right. You can get a discount of $70,000 for professional beats and features from legends without ever interacting with them. And it's all just basically $97. It's a strange time for the music scene. With this context in mind, here is E.M.B.E.E's story. On November 12, 2022, E.M.B.E.E became aware of their Industry Icons 3-pack, which contains features from Rick Ross to Rich the Kid to Dizzy Wright to Sean Kingston. The cost was $97 and about 300 people were waiting. He was successful and got the pack. In the pack are several beats with the features attached to them. No acapellas. Also, you aren't allowed to make the artist primary. Within a day, E.M.B.E.E threw together a song with Rich the Kid called Rockstar and sent it to streaming services. The song was released on December 9th, and within a day, the song was able to earn 5,000 streams and boost his listener count to 4,000. This is mostly thanks to the single being featured on the Spotify release radar. This playlist is updated every Friday and displays like the newest music from artists the listener are following or listen to often. Rich the Kid fans likely saw the new release with Rich the Kid featured and clicked on it, only to be welcomed by a random British kid talking about how he has connections. The success didn't last long as the song was taken off streaming services within 24 hours by Rich's team. E.M.B.E.E received an email. Hello, Anno Domini should have emailed everyone. He requested us to remove all songs with Rich the Kid, and he said he emailed all the artists who bought it due to clearance issues with Rich the Kid. If you need more information, I recommend contacting Anno directly. The Rick Ross and Dizzy Wright features are still good, and no issues, he said, with those clearances. He said he was giving all artists who purchased Industry Icons 3 a Sean Kingston verse to replace the Rich the Kid verse. This is the risk of the entire Anno Domini operation, as the artist could suddenly pull the deal once the verses get released. It didn't help that E.M.B.E.E tagged him on his Instagram story. Anno Domini bought the verse from a third party, but Rich didn't know what he was getting involved in and pulled it. He would get his label mate Kenny McGee on the song instead. Thankfully, E.M.B.E.E still had the Dizzy Wright and Rick Ross features to use. He put out Top Tier, featuring Dizzy Wright on January 13th, 2023. This time, the song wasn't taken down by Dizzy's team, but it didn't get nearly as many streams as Rockstar. Either way, he continued his Anno Domini experiment with Keys. This collaboration with Young Lambo would be where he uses his Rick Ross feature from the pack. It was released on March 10th and became E.M.B.E.E's biggest song yet, totaling 7,000 streams within a week, boosting him to an all-time best listener count. While this success is great for E.M.B.E.E, it caused several of his label mates to turn on him. Many of them called the songs unauthentic cash grabs that cheat the system. While this may be true, E.M.B.E.E has never displayed the idea of being a serious rapper, just some British kid who's having fun and making money. It would be more of a problem if this was a serious artist participating in these discounted features that could get taken down at any time, as it'd make them appear as a fraud. They don't know Rick Ross or Rich the Kid, they just took a shortcut. If you thought that these features were ridiculous, E.M.B.E.E has several more in the vault. E.M.B.E.E had secured another pack for $97 that had features from Jadakiss, Cameron, Juicy J, and Gucci Mane, all of them being rap legends. He planned to put out all of those features on his next album, E.M.B.E.E 3, scheduled for May. Due to the performance of his previous singles, many expected the album to absolutely smash on release. However, on May 5th, it did well, earning 3,000 streams overall in a week, but it was mostly carried by the single with Sean Kingston humping around, even with a Gucci Mane feature on the album. E.M.B.E.E quickly realized that the singles are the ones that will most likely appear on release radar. He had made plans to release all the songs as singles, but he held back. Instead, he re-released Harry Kane featuring Gucci Mane as a single on May 19th, and just as anticipated, the song was a smash for him, garnering 15,000 streams within a week and 13,000 monthly listeners overall. It still hasn't been taken down, so he'll likely continue to ride off this momentum for the first week, as it slows down drastically by the second week, as the song is no longer in most people's release radar. It's looking like E.M.B.E.E will continue down this path, as he has now recently released a R&B song with Bryson Tiller, and this has been an absolute success for him, as the song has now garnered 100,000 streams within a week, and his monthly listener count is about there too. I don't know how people haven't mentioned this on on the internet yet. Like, this is crazy. This might be fun in games for E.M.B.E.E, but I can see this having real consequences for other artists. First of all, the song's quality and authenticity could be an issue. People obviously won't like the song if the feature is already being used by hundreds of other artists who bought the pack. Or the verse could just suck and the song gets dragged down because of it. The artist who bought it might not fulfill the bigger artist fan base, and it won't be replayed after one listen. You can do all that flexing that you got a Gucci Mane or Bryson Tiller feature for a month, but after that, your listeners nosedive and you won't be flexing that. Another risk is that with this site and method gaining popularity, more artists will attempt to exploit it. This could cause even more artists to pull out of the deal like Rich the Kid. It's just $97 for the pack, which is pretty simple to obtain. I know this company has been doing this for years, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were to go bankrupt within 4 years. There's a lot of questions. How are they really obtaining these features? Where are they getting the money? And what do they mean by doing big things together with you for years? For now, it's working, but with all bugs and exploits, they eventually get patched. Thank you for watching the video. If you are interested in this type of content, make sure to subscribe and like the video, as there will be much more strange, extraordinary content that I'll have planned. So thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.